So here's some big news. In 2016, the total U.S. household debt rose to $12.6 trillion, which is an increase of $416 billion over 2015, and the highest increase in over a decade. This is a ton of extra spending for many of us, which means mortgage payments make up the largest percentage of household debt, followed by credit card balances, student loans, and car loans. So think where you are. The cost of living has increased more rapidly now than income growth. If these trends continue, household debt is projected to break the 2008 record high of $12.68 trillion at some point during 2017. This is really concerning as 2008 also marked the start of the recession. Despite these statistics, 52% of Americans continue to spend more than they make. In fact, every dollar that the average American earns, he or she is spending $1.33. So the average American spends 33% more than he earns. That's just a figure that we can't keep going if the economy wants to stay positive and healthy. So as a financial advisor, this is something that we need to do something about. Something that I've even talked to my own clients about, those who are struggling with debt and spending beyond their means. So if you have debt, the most important thing you can do is to meet with a financial advisor like myself, make a budget, and develop a plan to get out of the hole. To give you a head start, here are some tips and strategies that you can start and use right now. So number one, you want to generate more income and save it. This is perhaps the quickest and most effective way to manage debt. Think about ways in which you're able to make some extra money. For example, you could ask for a raise at work. Would you consider getting an extra part-time job or even doing some freelance work? And if none of those are possible, you could even think about getting a roommate or renting a room in your home. Even selling things on eBay or Craigslist or becoming a tutor or house sitter can really make a difference. So number two, you really want to track your spending and automate your savings. You've heard me talk about this before, but take a few minutes at the end of each day or end of each week to record everything that you bought that day. Over time, you may notice patterns that you can consider changing. For example, you might decide to spend less money on lunch or just come back on entertainment once you clearly see where the costs are going on paper. You could also speak to your workplace about automating your 401k contributions, and I really love automating contributions to a savings account as well, or an investment account. Another thing you can do is to use cash as your sole payment method. Paying with cash virtually eliminates the possibility of spending beyond your means, right? Because you can only spend on what you have in hand. So this method, whenever you can, will make a difference by not touching plastic only until you're ready. When using cash only, you will physically see the money leaving your hands, and studies have shown that this will teach you to value it more. This is a good lesson, especially for those of you who have kids. Another one is to employ the 50-20-30 rule. This is a budget strategy. Using this rule, no more than 50% of your income should be allocated for essentials such as rent or mortgage payments, utilities, car payments, student loan payments, and insurance bills. 20% or more of your take-home pay should be put into a savings account, retirement plans, these are like IRAs or other investments. The remaining 30% can be used for personal expenses or fun, non-essential purchases such as cable TV, cell phone plans, eating out, travel. This strategy will really help you put enough money for essentials and some fun while preparing for the future. So don't forget, every year, make sure to max out on that IRA contribution in there too. Another thing that can really help with your savings is to use an app with money management. So your financial advisor sometimes just can't be with you every step every day, but personal finance apps can, and they can help you limit your overspending. The apps act as a personal trainer for your finances and give you a visual picture of your budget at a glance and on the go. Some useful apps include Pocket Guard, Good Budget, Mint, Upsurge, and Wally. So try a couple and see which one you like best. I hope these tips are helpful in your journey to a healthier budget. And please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any comments or questions. Subscribe to our handy money tips newsletter at sungroupwp.com and to get first access to all my new tips delivered right to your inbox. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.